What is up, folks? Welcome back. Technically, 2 streams in one day. Let's go. I actually got some sleep last night, believe it or not. I debated staying up and doing emails, but I just couldn't bring myself to it. Well, anyways, we left off the last stream rather upset with an amp board that we couldn't figure out, and after sleeping on it, I feel no different. I want to throw the sucker in the trash and just put a different amp board in it and move on. At this point, I mean, who knows what could have gone wrong when the last fella tried working on it. Who knows what we might be doing wrong. But we've spent enough time with how many other things are getting worked on. We've spent enough time on it, and I'm just going to throw a fresh amp in there and call it good. Let's get today's names up on the screen. It's not going to be, thankfully, as big as yesterday. I did say last night it was going to be, but after going through a couple of the ones that were waiting, some of them I actually need to take some time and test before we crack open. So here's what we got. We got 4134 with no power. That's what we're going to be working on first. And then we've got Chad with no power. 3954, no power. Jonathan. I feel weird. I feel like I got more sleep than I did, but at the same time I feel a bit dysfunctional from working so much and staying up so much. It's a wild ride. Let's see, who else do we got here? We got a brick, 4148. We got 2 from a self-proclaimed JE. One of them with death farts. One that they say has connection issues. I've got it testing in the background to see if I can't reproduce those connection issues, but it is working fine for me so far. Y'all know those are my favorite. 4185, also 2 of them, no power for each. And 4227, that's right, no power. Just a fine, fancy little no power cue that we've got here with a sprinkling of death farts and a brick. Let's email a couple of folks. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 here. And then still in the box, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still in the car are 3. And then hardware bricks that are waiting for logic boards. We've got 8 of those. And then back over here we've got 3 that are still waiting to get colored. Don't get me started about the dongles, the adapters that people have ordered. Alright, 4134, let's find them and let them know they are lucky. Okay, so here's the thing. This fella emailed me 19 minutes ago saying, no worries, hasn't worked in over a year, so I'm not in a rush to get it back. Take your time. I'm gonna take advantage of that. It's the weekend. Sue me. Let's go ahead and fix Chad's then here. And then we'll do 39.54. Look at my hands. Actually, they actually look pretty good. All things considered, they look pretty good. But they feel awful. I've got callusts on callusts on callusts. So we're gonna try to take it easy today because I don't want to break myself for presumably just as busy of a week to follow here starting tomorrow. But we all know Stefan wants to watch me break. That's why he wants to share play and all that jazz. Oh, I forgot to put him in a different spot. Yeah, but he's gonna sit there for now. He's my friend. I forgot to bring him with me out when I ran out today too. He was home alone. Kind of felt bad. Wow, I can't even type fast. I am messed up. Alright, we got Chad messaged. Let's shoot number 39.54 a message and let them know that they're coming up soon. Here they are. Ooh. Okay, here we are. That's the wrong 3954, 3954, 3954. Good grief. Where's this person's box? Alright, I found their box. No, that's the right person. Okay. Okay. And hold up last order of business. Oh, is that a box? That's my box, kid. Leave my box alone. You want some tape? I don't use the white tape anymore. You want some tape? Here you go. I'll give you some more. It's called gaffer's tape. That's the good stuff. Can you say gaffer's tape? Yeah. Something like that. There you go. Okay, and I need a bottle opener. That's all the second gens are good for. Okay then. Oh, you're gonna stick that on the HomePods like Daddy does? Look at you. No. I do appreciate it, but leave it alone, okay? I appreciate your assistance, but leave it alone. Thank you. Thank you very kindly. Alright, chat. Who do we got in the chat? Of course, we got Stefan and Shuffle Hands. We got Kurt. Uh-oh, Mike's back. You can pull the furniture off the IKEA website into your room with Vision Pro. Oh. I just used my phone for that. See, okay, Stefan. I'm not Mr. Moneybags. You want Mr. Moneybags. Look at the guy with the Vision Pro. He's the one with the big bucks. Heck, he makes so much money. Apple just gave him the Vision Pro. Companies just give him stuff. That's how it works. Mike's gonna end up like that one episode of I Think You Should Leave, and he's gonna forget how to like breathe from wearing the VR goggles for so long. The goggles. What are you doing? You had death farts before no power. Or you were getting pretty close to it. Ooh, you got real close. But you got lucky. I can tell by the way it is. In particular, though, if we look at the 10 ohm resistor right here, it's kind of looking a little... Actually, no. Do my eyes deceive me? We can double check its resistance, not that they usually measure bad when they get roasted, but we can see here. We should get a 10 ohm reading even on the board. And sure enough, spot on 10 ohms. 10.0. So it couldn't, okay. Well, we're going to, nonetheless, good, bad, or otherwise, we replace every HomePod's DC filters to prevent such death farts. That laugh, man. Kid, are you gonna let me fix at least one HomePod before you take a poop? Or are you going at it? They're nice. There is our 46K dated diode that is dead and causing no power. We'll get that replaced with a brand new one that won't fail again on them. Huge. Yeah, where is everyone? It's Sunday, and it's already too late for church. Everyone should be back home from church and the buffet and settling in. Am I running version 26 on any of my HomePods yet? That is a negative. I actually should. I don't know why I haven't tried that, especially since I can just force a downgrade with our USB adapter if something goes wrong. There's always people that say it sounds way better. The same kind of people that say Safari feels snappier. I believe it when someone actually posts in like a measured comparison. And I guess I'm kind of the guy for it. But I need a good microphone for that. I've been looking for a good mic to do, like speaker comparisons and finally do a review on my Sing cells, but can't accurately measure the HomePod because it adjusts differently to each environment. Yeah, you can still get the point across. you can still play the same song over and over again on one version in a controlled environment. Compare those runs and make sure nothing changed. And then update it, and then run it again and again and again and see if anything changes between those updated runs, and then compare between the update and the pre-update. Can't really accurately measure the HomePod because it adjusts differently to each environment. That's true. It is true. But when you're doing a side-by-side comparison of something, and you're using the same everything else and you're only changing the one variable and trying to show the difference between that one variable, it's not a matter of accurately measuring it, it's more a matter of accurately representing the difference between what happens when you change that variable. And I think you can do that just fine on a HomePod or any other smart speaker, so long as, like I said, you can confirm that you can do back-to-back tests with no changes and get the same repeatable results, and then make your changes and then sanity check and then compare. Marvin, welcome back. But they're going to be putting out a new Apple TV? Are we going to be able to get our hands on one and tear it down before anyone else? I was quite surprised last time they refreshed the Apple TV 4K. Practically nobody was talking about it, and there wasn't anybody taking them apart and showing the insides for a while. And I was like, wait, what, really? Alright, fine, I'll buy one and do it myself. Here you guys go. And then someone came along and they were like, hey, I'll buy an Apple TV remote for you if you take that apart for me too. So we did. This is the same fella that paid us to take that second gen apart a second time. Not a first time. We had already taken the second gen apart before everyone else. But they wanted us to take it apart again. And they were paying us the value of the HomePod for it. It was crazy. Have I repaired any second gens lately? Funny you mention. The past 2 live streams have actually had a second gen or 2. We got 2 out of the 3 working for no power. One was a blown up power supply, and one was the good old trick with the tape covering up the auxiliary pads on the power supply. The third one was pulling 20 watts into the logic board. We got it powering on after replacing the capacitor, but to none of our surprise, it was not responding to touch input after that. And we confirmed it was still an issue with the logic board, not the touch panel, not the touch sensor. After putting in a replacement logic board with their original touch panel, it not only powered on again, of course, but it responded to touch and works just fine. So we're charging them for the same rate we would charge for a first gen that needs a new logic board. I won't do that for everyone, but when I can, I do, and I will. And, well, maybe we'll figure out why the no power issue killed that logic board's touch input once we got it working again. Do I have any idea what happens that makes covering the pad fix it? There's something, actually, it's an amplifier board issue. And I'll put issue in quotes, because I don't even know if it's an actual problem on the amplifier, or if there's something else that's just not wanting to cooperate for whatever reason. I don't know. But by covering the extra smaller pads between the power supply and the amplifier, we're only leaving the 48 volt input. And that's what brings it to life. And what's even stranger is, in a lot of cases, people are telling me they can go back in later and take the tape off and it'll keep working after the fact. And that's why I'm not too worried or nervous about leaving it like that, or between the second gen that I have with the same issue that I've kept to test long term, the fix, and then a few other people I've done the same fix for not having any issues since then, I am left to conclude, without spending a bunch more time trying to figure it out, you got to take the wins where you can get them sometimes.
I'm having trouble connecting
until you can dig deeper. But I'm wondering if it's... See, I don't know. I can't even speculate really why. Alright. Let's pick up the pace. I want to get done at a reasonable time so that I've got time to catch up on emails. I haven't even charged anybody for repairs for the past, I think 2 or 3 days almost, because I've just been trying to get through as many as I can and catch up with so many people. Alright, it is 3954's turn. No power, no lights. A couple of watts from the wall. It all looks like the usual dead diode issue. Yeah, I've got the clicky blue switches in that keyboard, so it's almost as loud as you can get. I have no effort put into making this keyboard any quieter. And it's not really built for making it quiet either. It's a plastic housing, hollow on the inside, not really anything solid. But it's built for function, and that's it's compact. It's got the mouse built in with the mouse buttons. Fits on our streaming desk. Did I order my 17 Pro Max in Cosmic Orange yet? No, I did not. I won't buy a new phone until I can try it before I buy it. I don't want to pre-order it. Listen, if I won't pre-order my video games on principle, what makes you think I'm going to pre-order a frickin' $1,000+ piece of hardware without being able to see it first? And like, that's me personally. I can understand there's a perfectly valid reasons to pre-order it, and like, you got a really old phone or it's broken, and like, I mean, the chances of them putting out something that's complete hot and unusable garbage, slim to none. And if they do, they'll probably take it back and make it right for you. So it's usually, as far as pre-ordering a phone from Apple is concerned, it's a far, I guess that's far much less of a risk than pre-ordering like a game or something else from a smaller company that has more of a questionable reputation. I don't know. Pre-ordering the phone on the premise of software and features before they're released, like Apple Intelligence, same but different discussion. But for me, I just need to hold it in my hands for a little bit, wiggle it around, try the cameras, see how the screen feels, and that'll help me determine if it's worth upgrading from my 14 Pro Max or not. Because at the end of the day, yeah, it's new, it's slightly bigger, it's slightly better, but at the end of the day, like, when I unlock it and it goes to the home screen, it's just gonna be another iPhone. And I've felt that way since my first iPhone. They've all felt the same. And like, don't fix what ain't broke, but at the same time, USB-C is a pretty compelling enough reason for me, though. USB-C, the screen is going to be noticeably bigger from my 14 Pro Max. Maybe Face ID will work more reliably for me. Maybe the McDonald's app won't be so slow. But it's crazy for me to be like, yeah, the freaking McDonald's app is lagging on my flagship iPhone. So what if it's 2 or 3 years old? It's still a flagship phone. It's like, that's like saying that my 2010 Lamborghini can't go 0 to 60 quicker than the brand new Lamborghini. It's like, yeah, but it's still going to go 0 to 60 faster than pretty much any other car around at that given moment. But I still want my Ferrari. I still want that 17 Pro Max in Cosmic Orange. I don't really care about storage size. I can make the storage size work. The base model is going to be more storage than I currently have. So, and my current phone's storage isn't full. Granted, because I use iCloud for backing up a lot of my photos, I think I've got like 500 gigs of my iCloud storage taken up with photos. So if I want to save them all on my phone, I should get at least a 1 terabyte model. And I don't know if I want to spend that much more. Just to have my phone get all laggy because I want to have all my photos saved on it locally. But the premise, the idea of being able to back it all up in the cloud and have a copy of it physically on my phone is the most appealing to me. That's probably what I'll end up doing, is getting like the 1 terabyte Pro Max. The color is the biggest thing that I need to see in person before I decide. That's the biggest, as silly as it is, the biggest deciding factor for me. How do the colors look in person? And I'm sure the orange is going to look phenomenal. But I want to see what the blue looks like. I want to know, can you show it? I compromised on the color of my phone once. And I regretted it ever since. It was when my wife and I were getting our first phone plan together. We were going to T-Mobile, and the Galaxy Note 10 had just come out. So we had decided on getting those. We were pretty big Android fans at the time. And we loved our Galaxy phones to a degree, so that's what we were sold on. And we went to T-Mobile, and they were, of course, sold out of every color but black. And I didn't want the black. I wanted any other color but black. But that's all they had, of course. And I was like, okay, you know what, fine. I really want a new phone today, so I'm gonna just get the color that you have. Fine. And I hated it. Oh, I hated that color so much that I went on eBay and I bought a blue Galaxy Note 8. No, I bought myself a blue Note 10. Unlocked. And used that instead. Hey. No. It's yucky. You want ice cream? You're being an okay baby. You're being okay right now. So I'll give you some ice cream.
Oh no!
You want some
Ice cream! Ice cream!
Did you whack your knee? Did you bonk your knee? Alright, we got the fart filters out of the way. No more death farts if it had any. And with new ones it won't have any for a long time coming. Let's get the dead diode out of here to fix the power issue. Nah, stay up and eat nuggets and help us fix. Oh, that makes it easier to quit, Marvin. Yeah, Stefan's got the right idea. Listen, if you've never quit on the first day of a job, you gotta try it out sometime. What a thrill. Let me tell you. Going through all that. I mean, I told you guys about the freaking first job that I got when I moved up here. Working at the e-waste center. I was there for not even an hour, and I quit. And they mailed me a check for that hour I worked there. It was like $8 or $10 or something. I mean, technically, yeah, but not without any more, due process that anyone else has. And not her, technically, but the geniuses can, technically. But if you show proof of purchase, they click a button and they plug the device into this to their machine, and they click a button and it. Here you go. But I don't have any iCloud locked devices. I mean, maybe one or two, but they're not really worth getting it removed on. And you can't iCloud lock a HomePod. She might get full-time. She might be hired on full-time. She might be a permanent. It might be actually happening. They force you to turn off Find My because it's the easiest way to prove that you can that it's yours. Stefan, they've got some benefits, man. Like, it's got me thinking about it. And the way that they treat their employees, and the way that she talks about it, like, and not just that, but like, it's not like everyone there is like 100% wholly drunk on the apple juice. There's, they got all sorts of people working there that both are, cuckoo for Tim's nuts, and people that are like my wife that really enjoy the products and the technology that they put out, but are also critical of their business practices and some of their choices for design here and there. And like one of her managers are even like that. If they pay me as much, they would be paying me 1.5 times as much as I make now. I am very, very underpaid for my job and what I do at my day job. Why aren't I switching? Because I'd have to stop fixing HomePods. I'd have to stop my own business. That's a huge, obvious, and you might be like, well, dude, okay, so what? You'd get paid more. I like doing this. I like fixing stuff. I like running my own business. I don't like working for someone else. That's the goal. I want to be independent. Like, to each their own. If you want to go work for a company and stick to a schedule and do this and that, to each their own. I've done it. I've been there. And here I am now in the middle of working a day job, doing just that, and running my own business. And I really want to run my own business. And I can't do that if I'm also working for Apple. Probably. At the very least, they wouldn't want me fixing HomePods. They don't care what I do in my free time, but they also probably care about me doing what I do if I'm working for them at the same time. If only Apple could hire me as a repair tech for HomePods, that would be neat. Because then we'd have access to all the proper parts and tools. We wouldn't have to do it the way we do, which obviously works great. Thousands of HomePods, 5 years later, minimal issues. Everything that comes back to us is either shipping damage or a silly small mistake that we should have caught. Who says you have to tell them that you fix them? Their compliance team. Like, they literally sit down with you and they no, it wouldn't fly. It wouldn't fly. First of all, there's no way they don't know. And second of all, there's no way they wouldn't find out. And if I hid that from them, I don't know what would happen. Maybe it would be totally fine. I mean, they do have a whole team of people whose job it is for people like me and people like my wife to reach out to them and just talk to them without repercussion. Hey, what should we do? What can we do? Are you okay with this? Are you cool with this? Like, for example, The big question is, if a customer shows up to my wife's work with a HomePod, is she allowed to? And she obviously the first thing she's not going to do is be like, we'll take it to my husband, right? But if she goes through all of her, what she's supposed to do at her job, and like they troubleshoot everything, and the customer doesn't want to pay for a repair or replacement through them, and they're saying they're pissed off, and they're going to walk out and never blah 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 this and that, she's perfectly allowed. For example, she was allowed to refer somebody to me to clean their MacBook, because that's not a service that Apple offers. Apple does not offer cleaning for your MacBook. So, by that logic, it would be fair to say that she could do the same for anybody that wants their HomePod repaired.
I'm having trouble connecting
But that's still alright, like,
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet.
Alright. I'm gonna eat my Sammy. It depends on the device, it depends on the store, but in general, the retail stores don't offer a cleaning service for their Macs. No, there's nothing wrong with us talking about anything that isn't public knowledge, easily Googleable. And like I said, there's a whole team of people that she can always ask what's okay and what's not okay, without worrying about getting fired. I work at Apple. It's me. Let's see. Okay. Where'd you apply, Mike? The retail store or corporate? Oh, no, that was Marvin. Not Mike, Marvin. You got last year, this year in May. Oh, no, that's right. No, you were telling us about that. You declined it for the for the other stuff. Wait, you both applied. Child, I can't think. This is, there's too much going on. Ah. No, please, no, Kurt, no. No, why would you have to give them the idea? Now it's not gonna end. Nick, share play, Nick, share play, Nick, share play. You know what? Tell you this. If one person asks me, I'm putting on my music, and it's gonna be absolutely awful. Mike is censoring Kurt. This is moderator abuse. Mike's like 14, so watch what you say to him. Oh, my bad. I was a little off. Sorry, I forgot. The younger you are, the more the months themselves matter as part of your age. Uh-oh, you shouldn't have told them that was yours coming up next. They're not gonna leave you alone now. You want a hug? I'll show you a hug. I'll show you a hug. Come here. Come here. Oh, good night. Alright, leave me alone. Let me fix stuff. Here you go. Yeah, go ahead and report me. You know what I'm gonna do to them when they show up? I'm gonna tickle them too. Good night, Marvin. Thanks for stopping by. Have as much fun as you can at work. Hope you sleep well in the meantime. You got really close. You got really close to losing your woofer. Look at everybody leaving because they have to work. You don't see me leaving because I have to work. We're working right now and I'm not going anywhere. Quitters. Stefan, I'll give you $10 to reply to all of my emails tonight. Properly, too. Not just reply all. Okay, thanks. Send. Yeah, I quit my job to become a streamer. It was taking so much time. And oh, what do you stream? Oh, I watch all sorts of people stream games and so. Ah, ouch. I keep getting screws stuck to my MacBook. And they wanna stick to the display as I'm closing it. I'm just begging to crack the screen on it. Yeah, when are they gonna put ceramic glass on my MacBook? Oh, we got one more part we need to replace on here real quick. Dan, what is up? Welcome back. We're just wrapping up this Death Farts repair with a new 10 ohm resistor. Nothing crazy. Maybe a different way than you've seen me replace these 10 ohm resistors before. Taking inspiration from the way Tech Nerd does it with his board heater from underneath. I'm not fancy. I don't have a board heater. But I do have a clamp and a heat gun. So without having to cover that plastic subwoofer connector, we can still replace this 10 ohm resistor using hot air by going from underneath. Kind of like how we replaced the USB-C ports on those ultrafine monitors too. And it works really well, I gotta say. You dropped and cracked your M4 iPad Pro. That is a sad day. All right.
trouble connecting to the internet. For more info, I'm having...
Alright. Show me your volume buttons. Your volume buttons. Show me your volume buttons. Your playback controls! We got the Blinkies here for 4148. Welcome, warm welcome to them in the chat for joining us. Let's see what we can't do for this. Up next is going to be JE with some death farts. Here's what we're going to do. We get underneath. Someone's been in here. Someone tried getting in there, but they weren't able to get all the way in there. I can tell that much. Okay. Now I'm just going to preemptively get all of this adhesive out of the way. Okay, so around. Fingers crossed, folks. Let me show you my terminal. I showed you my dongle. Please respond. Well, that's a super chat. Thank you, Any Day Media. Goodness, they're already paying for a repair and they're giving us a nice old tip on top of it. Thank you very kindly. Let's see if it does us any favors here for the software restore. Fingers crossed it's not a hardware issue. When I open, how do I know it's a first or second gen? Oh, immediately. If it's not the color of the mesh, then it's the top. The top. Hey, it's restoring. Let's. Come here, child. I'm gonna squeeze you. First gens, the volume buttons light up. Second gens, the volume buttons are painted to the top, on the top of it. The bottom of the second gen is also flat, and the bottom of the first gen is got that curve in it. This kid took a turd, so I need to change her while this HomePod's restoring. Come here, Nuggetus Maximus. Can you say I poo poo? Say I poo poo. Say I poo poo. Can you say poo poo? Poo poo. That's a stinker. Can you say stinker? Stinky. I'll get you. I'll get you. I'll get you. Nico. Nico, wash. Alright, so we're going to put this one to the side and let it finish. And we're going to move on to the next one while we wait. There we go. Alright, that'll probably take another few-ish minutes. So the plan, we let it finish restoring, and then we test it over the next day or two and make sure that there wasn't a reason hardware-wise that caused the software to go bad. Just because the software restores for us now doesn't mean that there still isn't a hardware issue. We need to make sure. And we can't be 100% certain without keeping it for weeks at a time, but we can catch 99% of them by testing it for a day or two at least before we do any extra hardware maintenance that they may have requested. In any case, it's time for JE. I'm going to leave my terminal up on the side of my screen. I'll let you guys know when it's done, and we'll make sure that it at least boots up in setup mode when it's done, probably in another 5-ish minutes here. JE with some death farts. Some stinky bass, eh? They sent in 2 HomePods actually. The second one they were saying was having issues staying connected, talking about Siri not being able to connect to the internet, and the Home app not saying it's connected. But I got it. It booted right up. I was able to reset it, set it up with my phone, no problem, and it's been playing music in the background since yesterday. That's when I was able to open it up and take a look. But we're going to see if it doesn't give us an issue over the next day or two before we possibly crack it open for similar maintenance to what we're going to do to fix this one's issue.
I'm having trouble connecting to...
So it does have a bit of a pop. Popping is totally normal. It shouldn't be too loud, but all of the first and second gens, all the big HomePods make a little click, tick, or pop when they wake up or go to sleep here and there. But I'm also sure that if we left this plugged in and running for a while, it would get a lot louder too. And I don't really want to do that. I want to see if this subwoofer has a chance of being saved and this just needing a new set of DC filters. Hey, what's that? Are you eating fuzz? I thought we went over this.
Are you done?
Almost done on the software restore already. I am now Nicki Minaj. Okay. That's, you know, I'll take it. I got good looks. I got lots of money. People like my music. I couldn't complain. I don't listen to her music. I don't like it, but I have not been given a good reason to be an explicit hater. I try not to hate things just because they're popular or a bunch of other people like it. That's a pretty shitty way to live your life, looking for reasons to get upset more or less over people's enjoyment, over what makes other people happy. Oh, big hugs. Oh, I love this, baby. No, you can't sit in my chair right now. So sorry, but I need my chair right now. Let's see, we were taking this guy apart, that's right. No, I'll let you sit in my chair when we're done. You have 2 HomePods to send me? Don't you have like a bunch of HomePods that you don't use? You're telling me you have more you need fixed? I mean, if you like actually have more that you need fixed, yeah, you can put in the sign up on the form and I will send you a shipping label, or if you're handling the shipping yourself, just fill out the form and send to them whenever you want. You don't gotta wait for me. You know the deal. Alright, we're gonna take a quick peek at 4148 again here. The software is all fixed up, it seems. Dum dun 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 dun. Diddly 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 dum. Da 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 da. Introducing the Krabby Patty. Oh, I guess I could keep taking this apart, huh? Did I booze it up already? I did. It's alive! Alright, 4148, you are due for some testing, and if the testing goes well, then we will knock out that hardware maintenance in another stream as soon as possible. You want a baba? Oh, okay. Alright. Well, let me know if you need anything, kid. Dun dun dun. There we go. What do you want? That's not... That doesn't tell me what you want. What can I get you? You want M&M's? You want Bubba? You want Bubba? Okay. I know. Here, I'll go make you a Bubba. You gotta keep fixing the HomePods for me while I do this though. I can't stop. You better be replacing those capacitors on that board right now, kid. That diode better be coming off. That HomePod better be fixed and on its way back together by the time I get back in there with this bottle, or so help me. you can leave me alone for another 12 hours, then I can get through the rest of these and we'll be done here. I'm just kidding. How many do we have left here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we'll be done here soon-ish. Shuffle hands, what kind of thermal paste did you get? Noctua? Alright. As long as it's some big name brand. That's all I care about. I bought some thermal paste from my local e-waste, which they were selling brand new thermal paste, but it was just some random, obviously cheap Chinese brand that they sold in bulk. It was awful stuff. Like, I think the machines that I used that stuff on were better off with the original paste that they came with more than 10 years ago than that stuff that I tried out. Truly awful. Stick to name brand thermal paste, folks. You can cheap out. You can cheap out on thermal paste. Just cheap out with reputable brands. Hell, I bet Amazon Basics thermal paste would be better than what the stuff they sold me. Thermal paste isn't even really expensive. Oh, brother. You should look up, what is it, the freaking liquid metal stuff? It isn't cheap or easy. Yeah, the thermal pads I'm interested in. I want to try those sometime. You are in need of a new Schottky diode as well. It's got one of the ones that like to fail and cause no power, so we'll get that out of here before it comes back to us to become part of the queue again. Shuffle hands. Okay. Yeah, that's one way to do it. That's unfortunate for them. See, if it was a ThinkPad, it would have drain holes through the keyboard, and it would have just fallen through drained through the laptop. It would have just been another day for that ThinkPad. But I bet your friend did not spill water on a ThinkPad. It passes the double sniff test.
You have popcorn? You have popcorn?
We don't have any. You want M&Ms?
Oh, yeah.
M&Ms?
And no.
We don't have any bananas either. I'm so sorry.
No.
Ooh, I know what I got you. No, I'm so sorry. They didn't have any. But we do have. You want applesauce? Kid, I think I just broke my finger. Nope, we're good. I think I can bend it. It only hurts a little when I bend. Applesauce. Say applesauce. You go to sleep, Stefan?
I'm having trouble connecting.
Alright. We won't know for certain that it's fixed without a little bit of testing. But what can be done has been done. We still need to figure out what's going on with their other one with connection issues too. I am a little concerned because they do have a couple, and if they're saying that they have issues particularly with one out of the few, that would make you believe it's an issue with the HomePod, but at the same time, I have seen endless issues with people's Apple IDs and the way that their home kits are set up. So what we do is if it works fine for a few days, set up on my test home on my network, then that usually means there's a problem with your Wi-Fi. That usually means there's a problem with your Apple ID or, like I said, your home kit. But once we've cut that troubleshooting work in half, once I've got it and we can determine at least whether it's an issue with the HomePod or an issue on your end, then we can decide where we want to spend our time troubleshooting and extra effort from there. Alright. We've got 2 from 4185. Alright. No lights, no power. Tell you what, folks. Let's try to speed run this one. Kid, are you gonna let me? Are you gonna give me 15 minutes on this one without bugging me? She's going into her pit. Let me give her her tablet. Alright. Start the clock. Really? Are you pooping again, kid? In the middle of a speed run? Again? I just changed you. You just took a poop. Suck it back up. No, no. Suck it back up. And time.
Me too.
How long did that one take us? No. No. No, so sorry.
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet. For more info, check the home app. I'm having trouble.
Very good. Same deal. They sent in 2. Surprise, surprise. After this one, we'll have 4227, and that'll be it for today. Of course, there's always plenty more to fix, but I need to budget my time. I still need to let a couple of folks know that their stuff's been fixed and how to pay. I still need to ship a few dozen repairs out. Boy, am I behind, but we're making it. We're getting through it. We're gonna win. No. How much does a death fart repair cost? It depends on how much damage there is. Most of them, it's no different than a no power repair. So it's the same cost as one of those. It's $50 for no power fixes, plus another $10 each way for shipping. If it's too far gone, it might need a new subwoofer speaker or a whole amplifier board, or maybe both of those. And that's I only charge an extra $20 for now if it needs more time or parts than the base repair. So it's between $50 to $70 for the fix itself. Another $10 to $20 for shipping both ways, depending on how you like to ship it. M&M's? Not no cookies. No cookies. She's gonna throw a tantrum. Oh, I do have M&M's. I can fulfill that request. Here you go. Yeah, the second gen definitely seems like they made an effort to make it more repairable for themselves. The first gen, it seems like they built it with the idea that they weren't going to need to take it apart for a while. But also, the way that the second gen is put together, you know, they don't use I mean, it just feels like it's more easily automatable, like, and mass producible. And of course it's cheaper too, they use fewer components, so there's gonna be less that it needs between time and parts and all that. Not as much sticky stuff or glue. It's all screwed together in the second gen. The first gen uses glue and screws. Not that it needs the glue. Not that it wants the glue. But it got the glue.
Trouble connecting to the internet.
Beautiful. Alright. We are going to wrap up quite a long and busy weekend with one last HomePod here. An easier one than usual because it looks like they want a proper cleaning or outright replacement mesh if it can't be cleaned possibly. It looks pretty savable on the outside. Let's see. Some of these are deceivingly good looking on the outside, and then as soon as you touch them they start falling apart. So no chances of washing ones like that. We have to replace them. But let's see what it's got as far as this no power issue. Probably another dead diode. It looks all like it. Yeah, it's falling apart. So, in other words, we can't clean it without making it worse. Okay, well, it cleaned up a little bit, but I can't do any more to it without it falling apart and looking like crap. So they can leave it as it is, or they can pay some extra, and we will replace the mesh with a nicer one. And we'll shoot them their offer when we wrap up our stream and let them decide, and then we'll either, what we're gonna do is gonna get it fixed at least, and then we can get it most of the way put back together enough to test it and make sure that it's fixed. Did you get a sticker stuck on you?
Oh, no.
Do you want help?
No.
Okay. Do you want help now?
No.
Okay.
No.
Alright.
No.
That's okay.
Oh, no.
You want help?
Oh, no.
Do you want to sit up here with me?
No.
You want- You want up? What do you say? You don't gotta do all that, you just say please. There you go. No, stop taking my screws. Stop taking my beer. Alright. Chelsea, we did it. We did it. You want up? What do you say? Alright. Until we know, I think they're gonna want this replaced, so, but either way, I'm gonna leave it this much done. You okay? We can still see if it's fixed. There you go. Folks, there you have it. I hope you all enjoyed this live stream repair. And I hope to catch you in the next one. Say bye-bye.